legend of the unkillable green crabs. Green crabs are often described as one of the toughest marine creatures on Earth. Some people even call them almost impossible to kill. But is that just an exaggeration? Or is there real biological truth behind this reputation? This experiment begins with a simple but bold question. Can green crabs really survive conditions that would easily kill other seafood species? The crabs used in this test are not premium specimens. They are small, imperfect, and considered low-grade stock, individuals that most sellers would normally discard. Yet, despite being transported over long distances and handled roughly, every single crab arrives alive, active, and alert. From the very first moment, the experiment challenges a common assumption. Weak-looking animals are not necessarily weak survivors. This opening sets the tone for everything that follows. Not just a test of endurance, but a closer look at why some species dominate wherever they go. First contact, adaptation and aggression. Once placed into the tank, the crabs show no signs of stress or hesitation. Instead of hiding, they immediately explore their environment. One fascinating detail is their appearance. Female crabs have claws with warm orange tones, while males display blue-white claws that almost look decorative. But these claws are not just for show. They are powerful tools for survival, competition, and dominance. What stands out most is how quickly the crabs adapt. No visible panic, no prolonged inactivity, no refusal to eat or move. Compared to many native crab species that struggle in captivity, these green crabs behave as if the tank is already their territory. This moment reveals an important survival trait. Adaptability is often more important than size or strength. Eating frenzy. Why green crabs eat everything? The feeding test is where the experiment becomes intense. As soon as food enters the tank, the crabs react instantly. They don't wait, they don't hesitate, they charge. Shellfish, scraps, even unfamiliar food items. Everything becomes a target. The feeding behavior is aggressive, chaotic, and competitive. Crabs fight not only for food, but sometimes simply because another crab is nearby. If they can't win the food, they attack. If they can't attack, they still engage. This behavior explains why green crabs are so dangerous as an invasive species. They eat fast, they eat aggressively, they eat almost anything. In nature, this means they outcompete native species, destroy shellfish populations, and quickly dominate new ecosystems. In the tank, it creates pure visual chaos. Exactly the kind of scene that keeps viewers watching. Shocking proof, injury, regeneration, and survival. The most powerful moment of the experiment comes from a single injured crab. One crab arrives with severe damage, a broken claw and exposed internal tissue. Most people would assume it won't survive. Instead of discarding it, the crab is isolated and observed. Days pass. The crab eats normally. It moves. It reacts. Then something incredible happens. The injured area begins to regenerate. Later, during molting, the crab partially regrows its lost limb. Even with visible damage still present, the crab survives. This moment transforms the experiment from entertainment into biological proof. Green crabs are not just tough. They are resilient at a cellular level. Survival here is not luck. It is built into their biology. Final verdict. Why green crabs conquer the world? By the end of the experiment, the conclusion becomes clear. Green crabs possess an extraordinary combination of traits. High tolerance to stress and dry conditions. Extremely flexible diet, aggressive competitive behavior, strong regenerative ability, rapid adaptation to new environments. These traits explain why they spread so successfully across the globe. This video is not about promoting green crabs as pets. It is not about glorifying invasive species. It is about understanding why certain creatures survive while others disappear. In the end, these crabs are returned to their proper destination as seafood, completing the cycle responsibly. What remains is a powerful lesson. Nature does not reward beauty or size. It rewards adaptability.